Chrome's extensions that you can really easily install, and then once you have them installed, they will appear here on your Google Chrome. So there are 6 extensions, and you can start running them as soon as you open your Facebook. So to review some of them, the first one will be the message connector, right? So this is where you can connect with people on an autopilot without you spending so much time sending other people messages, which I think it's a great, especially for the outreaching messages. Now also you can create campaigns on this. So to review it a little here, you have like the recent added friends, which I usually use most of the time. So if you choose this and then you put here, of course you need to close it, and then you put here your message, which you can say like hello and then first name, second name, or first name, second name, and then you put your message. And then what happened is, for example, I will do test, right? So test, test, test. And then what happened is you can also here choose whether you want to send messages to the people that you added in the last 7 days, or you added in the last 2 weeks, in the last 1 month, in the last 3 months. So it depends on your purpose. And then also what you get to choose is don't send message if I already sent a message within any time, none at all, in the last 12 hours, in the last 24 hours, in the last 3 days, in the last 7 days, even in the last 3 months. So you get to categorize here people who you are sending messages to. And then you can choose the total messages limit. Now, usually what is advised is 20 to 25. It really depends on how long have you been on Facebook and what is your credibility with the platform. If you're starting new on Facebook, then it's not really recommended to send more than 10 messages at the time, because otherwise it's a red flag for Facebook. You know, you're sending out too much messages and it will be considered as spam. So what I would do if I have to send like 10, 20 or 30 messages a day, it's okay to send 10 at a time, and then you split the time. So do 10 in the evening, 10 in the morning, and then 10 in the noon time. And here you got to choose the average delay between messages to friends, which is recommended also 60 seconds. So to test it a little, what I would do here, I put test, test, test in the text, and then I would do like, don't message anyone if I send them any message at any time. And then I choose for the last 7 days, and then we'll do here, for example, 10 messages. So just to show you how this works, and then you start messaging, right? So what happened here is this software will start to scan all the people that you have added in the last 7 days, right? All right, so the next one will be the friend remover. So we all know that we are limited on Facebook to 5,000 friends, and sometimes just keeping a big amount of friends isn't really what you want if they are not engaging. It really, again, depends, and it comes down to your purpose on how you're using Facebook. But certainly if you're using Facebook for marketing, then you want your contents to reach as many people as possible. And the only way for Facebook to suggest your contents to other people is, you know, the more your contents get engagement, the more it goes to other people. So this extension will allow you to scan who are engaging and who are not. So here you got to choose, you want to scan the inactive friends, the active friends, and you know, all friends. So let's choose inactive friends for this particular example, right? You go to home, and then you close this down, and then you could choose, like, you know, select posts that to scan for finding inactive friends for the last 1 month, for the last 3 months, or for the last 6 months, for the last 12 months. Really depends on what you want. So let's choose for the last 1 month, and then you go start scanning. Now what that does is it's scanning all the contents that you have put out on your Facebook profile for the last 1 month, and it will show you who are all the friends that have been engaging on these contents and who are not. Okay, so now the scanning is done, and what you will see here is you will see the inactive friends, and you will see how many. You will also see all of them. So moving to the third extension, which is one of my favorites, the friend makers, right? So sometimes it depends on your niche, on your industry, on the purpose you are using Facebook marketing for. You need to target particular people, right? So this extension will allow you to add targeted friends based on 2 factors. So the first place that you can be adding people is from friend requests, right? So you open your friend requests and you go to all, and this is where you will see, you know, people you may know, right? So you go to friend maker extensions, and then you do your settings. So the first thing you will be asked to do is to set a time for interval looking for friends, so that, you know, it adds every friend in particular amount of time. So usually 15 to 20 seconds is good. Then the number of requests you got to choose here. Now again, remember this, you don't need to go to, you know, unusual practices. So I personally do 20 to 25 at a time, even at a day. which is quite normal for Facebook. So we go for example here for 20, and then you get to categorize here, and you choose whether you want greater or equal to 100 friends, 100 mutual friends, or less than particular number of friends. So I would go greater than, so for example, I will put 150 friends, and then you can say run. So you see here, it's seeing now who all the people that I have greater than 150 friends, mutual friends with, and they will add 20 people in a gap of 15 seconds each, right? So you'll see here, like, it's scanning, right? So if we go up, friend added, right? So it goes to the next one, scanning 15 seconds, and then it will add it. So the other place where you could use the friend maker extension is in groups, right? So you need to go to members and then to all members. And then what that does is it will show you here, right, in a category that members with things in common. You open it, see more, and then you go to the friend maker extension. Now the difference here you will find is that it will has keyword, right? So you choose the lookup interval word, 15 seconds, or maybe less, 10 seconds is also fine. And then what you do is you basically go to keyword, and then you can choose any keywords that you particularly want to target. And then what this extension will do is it goes to the bio of the people that are in this list and scans it and adds people that you are targeting. For this particular example, I will go for example, for founder, and then comma, so that it takes it, and then number of requests 5, and then I would do run. So what is now doing, it's scanning all people, and then it adds one who has chief executive officer, right? So, and founder. So the word I included here in my keywords is the target for this extension to go. So it scans everybody, and when it finds the founder, it stops there and it adds them. The next one will be the feed engager. So the feed engager, what basically does is it likes, loves, wows, and do all the engagement for you on the news feed before you put your content for the Facebook algorithm, right? So when you go to the extension and you open it, you will find out here that it says select a reaction to auto react on posts from feed. So it has the like, the love, wow, haha, sad, angry, and care. So I would always go to love because I find it, lovely and friendly. So what you do is you will be asked to put a maximum number of posts to react. So let's go for 5 now only, for example, and then the average delay between reactions in seconds. Now moving on to the next one, it will be the comment responder, and this is where you can respond to comments on your post on an autopilot. Now this is something that I personally don't use a lot because I would like to make my for you here under, and then you can extract them to a spreadsheet on Excel or any other form, and then you can import them to your email list or your email autoresponder. If you also want to find out more about email marketing and my best recommendation for the autoresponder email software that I use, I will link here in the card the video that I just made on that. You can go and check it. So these were the 6 extensions that we were viewing today for this software, and then I would like also to show you the product from the inside. So it's called Facebook Social Accelerator, and then if you choose to take it, once you have a login, then you can log in, and feel free to check the link that I put below in the description for you if you want to get this product. So what you will find here in the members area is the introduction video, which has all the details that you want to know, and also the must-watch rules for automation success, which is, gives you the best tips and advices on how to use this software exactly the way you're supposed to in order to get the maximum value. Also how to use the software, like it has 6 particular videos on